guess the only thing I'll really sum up on the Missouri game is, we're sitting there with 4:43 to go in the game, and our defense, they'd had 59 plays, 295 yards, and 14 points and 2 turnovers. And at that point, that's about as good a defensive game as you can play. And then we kind of, we gave up 3 plays there on the last drive, 2 on 4th down, and then really struggled in overtime to slow them down. And so another tough, disappointing loss. That's 4 in this league where it came down really to the last possession. Both squads, all 3 units had a chance to really impact the game, and we didn't get it done.
Do you second guess your decision in regulation to not take another shot on 3rd down?
No, I really don't, Jimmy. I mean, everybody's really making a huge deal about that. Here's kind of, and I answered it after the game, and I don't feel any differently. We were struggling on offense. I mean, the last 4 possessions, I think, we didn't execute well. We weren't looking good. And when we went out there, we were going out there to win the game. I mean, that was what our philosophy was. In the first play, we screw up, get the ball batted, and then the second play, we screw up the execution. And I think there was, about 35 seconds, and we had a 3rd and 10. And I just didn't have confidence we were going to get it, and then all of a sudden you put their best player on their whole team out on the field to change the game. And I didn't want to do that. So I felt like we could beat them in overtime. We were at home. I felt like that our offense, over the course of time, would perform better than their offense. So
I think some of the surprise about the end of the regulation is I think that people maybe consider you more of a risk taker. So, and then to go and call the play with Tyler Drummer, do you consider yourself more of a risk taker than an average coach? Do you lean more away more times than?
Well, I don't. There's always a risk. And I mean, the word risk. There's a whole variance of what risky means. I mean, when we take risks, they're usually calculated, and we have some good reasons that we think we can do it and be successful. It's not just let's throw this out there and see if it works. The field goal is a great example. So yeah, I mean, I like to be aggressive. I do, but I try to be somewhat sound in the decisions. So I'd say I'm in between. I don't know what. Maybe I should be more aggressive or less aggressive because they obviously hadn't gotten the results we need.
Did you guys see something in Missouri's defense, what they were doing to get the ball up Rivera so much? Like you guys were targeting him earlier.
Well, we knew we needed some patience this game because they play a lot of zone, and there were a lot of underneath holes that were going to be open, and so we hit Zach a few times over the middle, and Mike. And Mike played a great game. He's playing at a real high level right now, especially with catching the ball.
What did you see on Missouri's field goal unit that made you want to go for the fake on the field goal? They're doing things that you felt like you take advantage of?
Yeah, well, every week you go in with some fakes on all the phases based on how they line up. And it doesn't mean you're going to get them, but it means you got a better chance to get it if they lined up otherwise. So they lined up how we thought they'd line up, and we ran it. I didn't think that was a risky call, like you guys, because we were going to kick it if they lined up differently.